Did you know white colonizers banned African spiritual practices across the Caribbean? Because they feared the strength they gave enslaved Africans. Warning: this is an educational video. It contains photos that some viewers may find disturbing. In Jamaica, this was called Obeah, similar to voodoo in Haiti. Laws were created to stop its practice, and the 1898 Obeah Act still exists today. For the enslaved people, Obeah offered dignity, strength, and a sense of control, in a system designed to strip them of humanity. The white colonizers saw this as dangerous for them. They believed Obeah gave enslaved Africans supernatural powers that could inspire rebellion and destabilize plantations. The turning point came with Taki's Rebellion in 1760, one of the largest uprisings in the Caribbean. Leaders used Obeah to inspire confidence, assure warriors of spiritual protection, and terrify enemies. After the rebellion, colonial authorities became determined to crush Obeah. In response, the British passed the act to remedy the evils arising from irregular assemblies of slaves. It criminalized Obeah, with punishments ranging from brutal whippings to execution. The aim was clear: to break the spiritual backbone of resistance. Image of Intuit and Cornelius Jarvis, part of a larger photograph of people serving prison sentences. For Obeah in the Antigua prison, 1905. Despite the laws, Obeah survived. It adapted, going underground, passed through whispers, rituals, and community healers. Enslaved people continued to use it for protection, healing, and empowerment, keeping their African faith alive in secret. British officials exaggerated Obeah's influence, seeing it in every act of resistance. They feared its psychological power. Enslaved people believed Obeah charms could shield them from bullets, and planters feared poisons and curses. But for the whites, banning Obeah became about control. Even after slavery ended in 1834, Obeah remained illegal. Colonial authorities still fears it could unite freed Africans against their rules. This led to the Obeah Act of 1898, which made practicing Obeah a criminal offense, punishable by imprisonment. Missionaries and colonial officials branded Obeah as evil, associating it with witchcraft and devil worship. This stigma carried into the 20th century, making many Jamaicans fearful to speak about or practice it openly, even as it remained part of cultural life. Today, the Obeah Act of 1898 technically still exists in Jamaican law. Many scholars, activists, and cultural leaders have called for its repeal, arguing it represents a lingering shadow of colonial oppression. Despite centuries of bans, Obeah endures in Jamaican memory. It reflects African survival, creativity, and the fight for dignity under slavery. Like voodoo in Haiti or Santurfo in Cuba, Obeah shows how African spirituality adapted and resisted colonial erasure. If you are not following this page, you might never see us again. But if you are, congratulations. You are learning something new every day.